Good morning. Well, I'm on my way on stage 7 as I leave Crystal Brook this morning. Yesterday I had a rest day. I headed down to the town and had an interview with the local newspaper, which was fantastic. And then from there I took the long way home. So that meant that I could knock off about 3 Ks of the trail, which means that today I only have to do a nice 24 Ks, which is really good because 24 is that's my limit of a comfortable day. Once I hit 24 K, I kind of hit the wall. Then it's a real struggle to get anything beyond that. I also spent the afternoon fixing my sleeping mat because yes, the inevitable happened. I got a slow leak and the last couple of nights I woke up to find myself sleeping on the cold hard ground, which is never a good thing. I had the repair kit with me, so I patched it up, gave it a bit of a test last night and it seemed to hold up all right. So the real test will be tonight when I sleep on it for the full night, and fingers crossed that it holds up. It does look like it's going to be pretty good. So you had beautiful sunset last night as well, which is just absolutely stunning. Rainbow was behind us, sunset in front of us, just glorious. This section once again is a short one, only 4 days. So far the weather's looking like it's starting to warm up a bit, hitting the mid-20s. I might be using that umbrella pretty soon, but all is going well. There are some days when it doesn't matter how good I'm feeling, I still just need to stop for a bit of a nap. So that's what I've done here, just off the trail. Got a little bit of foam out to protect me, put my down jacket on, use a little bag as a pillow, and I've just had a 30-minute power nap, ready to get back out onto the trail again now. Today is actually a shorter day than yesterday. We're only doing about 20 kilometres, but it's certainly been a lot harder. I've been following a fire track along a ridge line, which goes up and down and up and down and up and down and up and down, and then a few more of those. So as you can imagine, it gets pretty tiring. You can also tell it's pretty sunny out here today, which it's kind of nice, but I'm also starting to feel it, which I'm a little bit worried about because it's actually not that warm, but I'm certainly feeling the effects of that sun beaming down all day. But it's quite nice, and as you can see behind me, well, maybe not right now, but before, all of the colours of spring is starting to come out in the eucalypts. We've got golden wattle blossoms just everywhere. All the eucalypts have got that coppery orange tips to all their leaves, which is just, I love that colour, it's just beautiful. So also got a few other wildflowers coming up in reds and pinks and purples, and it's pretty stunning. Today I'm making my way to the go-kart track shelter, great name. But yeah, going along quite smoothly. I'm going pretty slowly today, just don't want to overdo it as I start to warm up a little bit, taking my time with that. Last night I camped at Beetaloo Camp and I met another through hiker heading south, a guy called Glenn, retired guy from New South Wales, so I hope he's doing well as well. Hey everyone, well I've made it here to the go-kart track shelter finally. Today was quite testing, actually the last couple of days have been pretty testing. I think I'm just starting to get a little bit tired. Just the days are seeming to get a lot longer, and not just with daylight hours, but the distances are getting just that little bit longer each day, and yeah, it's certainly starting to get a little bit noticeable now. So I'm sitting here, I've got some, you can see this, got chicken curry and couscous with a bit of naan bread for dinner happening, and I'm going to be hitting the sack pretty early tonight. And speaking of hitting the sack, I tested out my sleep mat last night with its new patch repair job, and it didn't leak as fast, but it was still leaking. So I actually probably had one of my worst sleeps of the whole trail last night, which is probably why I'm feeling a little bit worse for wear today as well. I did get to camp early enough that I could have another look at the patch that I put on there 2 days ago, and it looks like it's actually now leaking out of the two sides of the patch. So I have attempted again. I've added patches on top of patches, and tonight, fingers crossed, it might hold. And either way, let's just hope I get a good night's sleep. Good morning. Success! I think the patches on my sleeping bag might just hold, and I had such a good sleep last night. So, such a relief really. So hopefully those patches will hold for the rest of the trip, and I won't have to worry about trying to sort out a replacement mat. 26 kilometre day today, a bit of a long one, and it's also going to be about 4 or 5 degrees warmer than yesterday. So I have started quite early this morning. You can see the sun on my face, it's just rising over on the east. So I'm heading into Murraytown today. I think that's quite a small little town, and tomorrow I'll be making it to Melrose. But word is that the campground at Murraytown has hot showers, so hello motivation. Today I'm heading into Melrose, and that will be the last day of this section. It's actually also, in my mind at least, the last day of the middle third of the Heysen Trail. The middle third is Tanunda to Melrose, and most of the terrain is similar to what you can see behind me. Sort of pastoral, agricultural, bit of viticulture, and then once you hit Melrose, that is when we start to hit the Flinders, and that's when it starts to get rocky and rough, and I'm sure a lot harder going as well. And if you can see behind me here, that is Mount Remarkable, that's where I'm going. Some friends and I, we always joke that while you're doing the Heysen Trail, it's always easy to find out where you're going, because you look around the landscape, you look for the highest hill, and you know that you're going to be going straight up that. Melrose is just on the side of Mount Remarkable there, and that's my destination for the day. Now today is only 18 kilometres, which is quite lovely. Yesterday actually ended up being 28 because I'd forgotten to add in the extra couple of Ks to actually get into Murraytown where I stayed last night. They have a little campground available for camper vans and hikers and whatnot, which was quite lovely, but that's literally all there is in the town, just that and a few houses. Good little place to stay, a little bit of shelter. Frost again this morning, but as you can see the sun is coming up blazing pretty early, and I think it's going to be a warm day but not too hot, which will be lovely.